Yo, welcome to the Vibe Providers podcast. I'm your host, Kaitlyn.
And I'm your other host, Missy. And today the vibe we're providing is advisory.
I'm actually really excited for this one.
This is just us giving you advice you didn't ask for.
Which I love.
That's just us sitting here talking about stuff you didn't need us to talk about, but we're telling you
We're
anyway.
just yappers, so of course we're going to
we're just going to yap about this.
Yeah.
Listen, you're not coming here because you knew what was coming. You're just here for a good time.
You're probably just curious, what in the heck could they give me advice on?
So many things.
So many.
I think you should start.
My first one, and I'm very passionate about this.
Okay.
Do your partner's love language.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Find them out.
Yeah.
And do them.
You could even make it a fun thing.
Yeah.
Take a little test, figure out what your love language is, think of all the things you could do for them. Even if you're mad at them, just think what you could do.
I think that's solid advice because it might not be something that's natural to you.
Yeah.
Words of affirmation is hard for me to give.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not good at doing that. Mm-hmm. I feel like you are excellent at doing that.
I love telling people
that is
all
like
the
your
things.
top thing that you were good at.
I love telling all the people all the things they're good at.
Kaitlyn's so nice to me. I bet I'm like, same.
But the thing is, I don't even notice. But the thing is, you're such a good friend that I'm just like, I gotta let this girl know she's...
It's very easy for me to do acts of service. That comes naturally to me.
Yes.
But when someone's love language is words of affirmation, I would have to very actively think about that and do it. And so I feel like that's valid.
I don't think I need words of affirmation back.
Okay, good.
You're
not getting it from me.
It's actually not one of my love languages. I just realized I didn't know I just do that for everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be in the car driving and I'm like, hey, Claude, thanks for driving.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have to do it.
I swear that I don't know if it just comes easily or if you think hard about it, but you are it is the easiest thing for you to just tell people how you feel about them and how great they are at something. And I'm like, I could never do that.
But one thing that is
so
low key sucks for being the person that does all this, everyone thinks I'm lying.
Oh, yeah, because they're like, oh, she's so nice.
Honestly, it bugs me. I'm like, fine, be the worst, then I don't care. No, but anyways, that's my advice is you should learn your partner's love languages and you should really try to do them.
Yeah, that's good advice.
That's all.
My advice is get the kids meal. That's a sharp detour for us.
Get the kids
from
meal.
Love languages.
But you're so right. Get the kids meal.
Listen, that we are living in an expensive world. Why is a meal $17?
Whoa.
I'm telling you, if you get a good burger somewhere with fries and a drink, you're $17 in.
That's
why?
True. I don't know.
You should be getting the kids meals. And let me tell you where the best ones are because I've been trying them. Top tier Culver's.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So the Culver's kids meal comes with a cheeseburger or hamburger, whatever. I mean, they have lots of options. If you like chicken strips, if you like a corn dog, if you want a grilled cheese, they got all those. They got good options.
Wow.
But the cheeseburger is just the exact same burger. It's just only one patty. If you ordered their base meal, it's a double cheeseburger.
Okay.
Because they have thinner patties.
Yeah.
So this is just one patty, but it's the same size and it's the same quality.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's delicious. You can choose a fry. Their crinkle fries are very good.
Very good.
And you can get fry sauce. But also they have cheese curds if you want a little upgrade.
Whoa.
They're quite good. My husband likes their onion rings, but you can get all that in a kid's meal. You can pick your side.
Jeez.
And then it comes with a drink.
Okay.
And they do have a good root beer.
Yeah.
It's very vanilla-y.
Ooh.
And then it comes with ice cream too.
Shut up.
You can get their custard of the day, which is a couple mix-ins. Last time I got brownie cheesecake.
That was the one of the day.
Or you get a base flavor with a topping.
Yum.
All of that, $7.
That's a deal.
And I get full.
Yeah.
And not too full. Because sometimes you eat and you're like, oh, I feel like I overdid it.
I can't survive.
Not this. It's excellent.
Okay.
Another kid's meal that's wonderful. Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Because you can get a 5-count nug, which for me is good. Sometimes 8's too many for me, honestly. You get fries.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can get a mac and cheese, which is a personal favorite of mine. I do like their mac and cheese. You get a drink, and instead of a toy, you can switch for an ice cream, and you could add cookie crumbles if you want a little Oreo cookie.
You taught me that.
And all of that is like $6.50. Good deal.
Good deal.
Another kids meal I like is Cafe Rio.
Okay.
I get the kids quesadilla. And you can pick a meat. And you can pick a dipping sauce.
I love their quesadillas.
And then you can choose 2 sides. You can get like beans and rice. You can get beans and chips and salsa.
Yeah.
You pick 2 sides and you get a drink.
Whoa.
And it's $5.50.
Whoa.
And for me, it's good.
You're reminded me.
I realize
that
if people are really big eaters, maybe it's not enough.
Yeah.
But for me, it's the right amount.
Yeah.
I want a kid's meal. I'm picking it often. And if something has a little menu that's like only for 12 and under, I'm disappointed.
I'm like, dude, why are you being a hater?
Because I would like that kid's meal,
I
please.
identify as 12.
Yeah. So get the kids meal. It's a good deal.
Are you ready for my next one?
Yeah.
It's better to have no friends than bad friends.
That's good advice.
Anytime. Okay, so if you guys don't know, I'm the Sunday school teacher at my church for the high schoolers.
Yeah.
And when they be talking about their bad friends, I'm like, I rather have 0 friends than friends like that.
Yeah. And I get that you're like, oh, it's lonely or I can't have no friends, but it might be more peaceful in your life.
Like you got, like maybe you have siblings, maybe you have parents, and they're actually cooler than you think. Like, you know? Or
That's
you just
true.
need one friend than like 20 friends.
Yeah.
You just need one homie to just like do all the things and
Truly,
to make
as an
you feel
adult
included.
too, I have one friend.
Yeah.
And it's you.
I have surprisingly a lot of friends.
Caitlyn has a lot of friends.
But they're all great, good friends.
Yeah. I just need one good friend, and that's all I really need.
Yeah, but there's been times when I have had one friend, you know?
Yeah. Well, and I'm like, I can have other friends, but it's not the friend that I'm talking to constantly. But I think that's true. It's like sometimes you just got to like not deal with it anymore.
I also think like even as adults, like I know like that we have like a lot of different ages listening to our podcast. But even as an adult, like if you have weird friends like not being excited for you in your like life
Is that the friends that we need
endeavors,
to have?
like you shouldn't be having that friend. I don't know.
Guess what? My advice goes with your advice.
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
It's don't let anyone who doesn't make you a priority make you make them a priority.
A freaking man.
This is
dude.
the same thing about those friends. If there's a friend who is not caring about you, doesn't make you a priority, doesn't show up for you, don't let them make you feel bad for not doing that for them.
Yep.
They do not need to be your priority if you are not their priority.
Yep.
Like,
wow, that is such good advice.
I'm just like, if someone doesn't want to give any part of them to you, but is requiring you to give all of you to them, that's a not good friendship.
Yeah.
It's not equal. It's not fine. And it's like, you either need to set some boundaries or you need to let it go.
Yeah.
Because it just isn't worth it. It's not worth your like mental energy to deal with that person.
That's great advice. I'm writing that one down.
It's true.
Okay, my next one. Start a fun hobby.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to ask someone if I haven't seen them in a while or if we're meeting for the first time, I feel like a good conversation thing is like, what kind of hobbies do you like to do? Like, and I'm talking like any age.
Yeah.
Like if I'm talking to a 12-year-old, I'm going to ask. If I'm talking to a 58-year-old, I'm going to ask.
Yeah. What are you doing?
So many times adults say like, I'll be like, oh, what's your hobby? They literally can't think of anything. And I'm like, what? Like, dude, you should really think about finding something.
Yeah. And also like, what are we doing with our time?
Yeah.
How are you? And it doesn't need to be big.
No.
Like reading can be your hobby.
Yes.
Watching shows can be your hobby. That's fine.
And maybe it is and they didn't say that.
Yeah.
But like if I'm asking someone and they don't say anything, I'm like, what?
Yeah. It's like you have nothing that's fun for just you.
Yeah, you definitely should think about finding a hobby.
Find something that is, and it's okay if you switch.
Yeah. Like, or if you're not good at it, that's okay too.
Right now I'm playing Stardew Valley as my hobby.
Yeah.
But I will switch and I'll stop playing video games and I will start doing something else.
Yeah.
And that's valid too.
Yep.
So if you're bored of your hobby, find a new hobby.
Yep.
Try something new.
Yep.
My next one.
Oh, what?
Try a new thing.
Ah, look at us.
Try the new thing.
Yeah.
Even if you think you're going to be bad at it, it's okay to try. Me and Kaitlyn both have bought ourselves some alcohol markers and coloring books.
Yeah.
And we just tried the new thing.
And it's so fun.
And
I'm not
it's
good.
fun. Yeah.
But I like it.
And it's not the thing I'm doing every day of my life, but it brings me some joy to just do something new.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be like buying stuff. Try
No.
the new food.
Yeah.
Try the new like group that is meeting to walk. Mm-hmm. Try a new thing.
Yeah.
And maybe it's going to be amazing.
It could like really become a big part of your life. You have no idea.
Yeah. So I feel like it is scary to try something new.
Yeah.
And obviously, like coloring is pretty low stakes.
Yeah.
You could start low stakes, but also putting yourself out there can really lead to some good things. Like my husband's like, you have a lot of friends. I'm not like friends that I spend all my time with, but I have a lot of like associative friends.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't have a lot of, and I'm like, you know what? Here's the thing. I just show up to a lot of weird stuff.
Yep.
And I just participate and I just say, hey. And if I don't love it, I don't go back.
Yeah.
But if I do love it, now I have friends. Like I went to book club one time with people I knew, but
yeah.
And now those people are my friends and we do stuff together.
I love it.
Because I just tried.
Yeah, you guys just did like a pool party.
Yeah. And it's so very fun. And we've got kids the same age. And it's very easy to just not try.
Yeah. It's so easy to not try.
So just try something.
Yeah. And report back.
Try the new thing.
Yeah. And tell us if you do something. My next one. My advice is to pause before replying.
Good idea.
Texting, in person, like just pause. You don't have to say something right away.
Yeah. That's hard for me. I never ever leave a text message unread for very long. It makes me nuts.
And I guess, okay, so.
Or unreplied to.
Yeah. Or like if me and Claw are not seeing eye to eye and he's saying something.
Yeah.
And if I just need to pause to think.
Yeah.
To make sure I'm not going to say something that could worsen the scenario.
Yeah, even replying in life, I see, in person.
Yes. And then, well, it can go a few different ways.
Yeah.
Pause before replying. Like, no one needs to have access to you 24/7.
Yeah.
Like, take the time and just, like, be phone free. And then, like, no one has to get a hold of you. And if it's an emergency, they'll know how. Mm-hmm. You know? But I guess my advice really was, like, if a friend is being rude to you over text or something, pause and, like, really think about how you should really react.
Yeah.
Because, like, your first reaction could be saying something mean back, and then, cool, now you're both on the same level.
Right. You're reactive instead of
thoughtful. So just, like, pause and think. And, like, you'd be surprised. Like, there was one time when I wanted to just be like, you know, I'm not the only one in the wrong.
Yeah.
You know, and I paused and I thought about it and I validated them because they weren't wrong. And then it ended up being so beneficial for me and this conversation that I paused and thought about it and thought about the other person, thought about how what I would say would come across.
Yeah.
Just pause.
Yeah. What feels like a big deal might not be a big deal in an hour.
Yeah. So it's simple. Just pause before replying.
Good idea. My next advice is on Mondays, get meat out of your freezer.
Love
for
it.
the week.
Yeah.
Because when there's meat sitting in there, I am like, well, I guess I better cook the dinner because it's waiting for me.
Yeah. It's so nice for future self when you do that.
Because if you're like, I was going to make chicken Alfredo and I forgot to thaw the chicken. Are we making chicken Alfredo?
We're
not doing it.
Yeah.
But if there's chicken thawing in your fridge and you even miss one day when you were going to do it, the next day you're like, well, we better eat chicken Alfredo because the chicken is ready.
Yeah.
It's a blessing and also it holds you accountable.
Yeah.
But you don't have to have food at home. It can wait a day.
Yeah.
Because you can get the little treat if you want.
You can get the little
But
treat.
it does mean that this week you're going to eat that at some point.
Yeah.
Because you got to eat it because it's thaw.
Yeah.
I'm telling everybody.
No, you're so
Pull
right.
meat out of your freezers on Monday.
You're so right about that. Okay, ready for my next one?
Yeah.
No one's thinking about you as much as you think.
That's so true.
When I put my swimsuit on and I'm going to the beach, no one cares.
No.
And if they do, that's really weird.
Yeah. And I'm like, I might be self-conscious about like how white my stomach is.
Yeah.
Nobody else is worried about that.
Because guess who else is thinking about themselves, or guess who else is thinking about themselves in their swimsuit? Them.
Yeah. We are very much caught up in our own little worlds, and we think that everybody is there.
You're spending so much time thinking about you that no one else has a chance. For real.
For real. I think you're so right. Nobody is sitting around worrying that much about somebody else.
And then
if they are,
that's really weird.
Yeah.
They're like, then that's like a weird, like, are you obsessed with me? Because that's weird.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally a stranger. Or like if you're a bully and like you're worrying about me, it's like, why are you so obsessed with me?
Yeah. I do have a tiny pet peeve. It's not like it makes me want to blow my gasket.
Yeah.
But when people are constantly like, oh, sorry that I'm not looking this way. Or, oh, sorry I don't look put together. Or, sorry. Like they're apologizing all the time for things that I did not even notice or care about.
Yeah.
And now I notice, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I like try to never say that. If I'm like going to get on to do like a story on Instagram, I'm never going to say that.
Yeah. It's just like you're worrying so much about you. I'm not worried about that.
Like, why are you saying sorry?
And you apologizing to me then makes me feel like I have to like make up for
no,
something.
you look great.
No,
like, I don't know.
I'm like, I really did not even notice or care.
Yeah.
And so you gotta don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
My next one is, in order to have a village, you have to be a villager.
Amen.
I feel like we are definitely growing up in the, like, if you're a parent, everyone said it takes a village, but where's my village?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but are you a villager?
Yeah.
Are you showing up for people in the same way you hope they would show up for you?
Yeah.
That's because you're not going to get the support from people if you don't show up.
Yeah.
Obviously, some places it's easier to find a village.
Yeah.
If you're part of a church community, it feels like a built-in village.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to show up to the things.
Yeah.
Even if you're part of this community, if you don't go to the activities, if you don't volunteer to help, if you don't volunteer to bring something,
Yeah.
you're not being part of the village.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's very hard for people to reciprocate that village.
Wow.
If you want someone to be able to take your kids because there was an emergency,
Yeah.
be willing to take someone's kids.
Yep.
Or if that's not a way you're able to help, be able to be a contact for them for in a different way.
Yeah.
I feel like so much is like, people should help me. They should help you,
Yeah.
but you have to show up too.
Yeah.
And so many people don't want to show up.
That's so weird
So I'm like,
for people to expect something.
yeah,
and then
or
it's
people are like,
what are you doing?
I
now?
never go to the neighborhood barbecue or neighborhood events or walk around the neighborhood and say hi to anybody. But how come I don't have any neighbors I know? I'm like, that's really on you.
Yeah.
You gotta.
That is.
And if you're fine living in your little world and don't need a big village, valid.
Yeah.
But if you want that village, you gotta be there.
Sorry.
You gotta make a friend and then you gotta follow up.
Yeah.
Or you gotta make a friend and ask if they would maybe show up for you.
Yeah.
And then be willing to show up for them in a different way.
Yep.
You gotta.
That's really great advice.
It's hard,
Yeah.
but you have to be part of it.
Dude, geez Louise, that's a really good one. Sometimes we have such good ones, and then I'm like, all right, ready for my next one?
Okay, ready? Next one. Eat kids' meals.
My next one is be in the photo.
Yeah.
So many people are like, okay, I feel like it's a lot of moms
Yes.
don't want to be in the picture, and it's like,
90s moms, diet culture.
how the heck are you supposed to be remembered if you're never in the freaking photo?
Amen. Or
It's-
they're so worried about how they look. And I'm like, people are remembering you as a human, not you in this moment looking this exact way.
So I don't get it. Like, don't get me wrong. There's photos of me and it was a bad photo. And I'm like, ooh, that wasn't my greatest photo.
Yeah.
But
Valid.
one of my favorite things is to look back on things and see the memories. And I'm
Yeah.
in the photos.
And I always like, especially like when someone close to you passes and you're going through and finding the things that matter. And you're like, wow, I really wish I had more photos.
Yeah.
I definitely have a family member, she's going to know when I'm talking about her, who hates photos.
Okay.
She will avoid them.
Okay.
She will not go to things that want her to be in a photo. And if she's in one, she doesn't look super happy about it.
Okay.
We definitely have some good ones,
Yeah.
but few.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or we maybe secretly keep some
Okay.
because they're like, I will get rid of it. And you're
Yeah.
like, don't get rid of it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just, it's you.
I guess I'm not thinking about you being in the photo. I'm thinking about the other people that want to see you in the photo.
Yeah.
If you're a mom,
Your kids want to see
your kids are going to want to look at the photo albums when they're coming home for the holidays and remember those things.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about. It's just
Yeah.
like be a part of the memories that we can look back on.
Yeah.
So,
I agree. And I feel like I've gotten better at accepting the imperfection in the photos.
Yeah.
And being like, this is my life though.
but guess what? Like no one has to post it. It's just to be
it's
like,
for
oh,
me.
this was our family in front of our Christmas tree, Christmas morning of 2025.
Yeah.
You know?
And like, I might be in my pajamas and my hair might not look perfect, but
But-
this moment was wonderful.
I don't
And
know.
we can remember.
I love photos. So my advice is just like for people who don't want to be in the photo, like you don't have to post it then. You don't have to show anyone,
Yeah.
but like put it in the photo album. And then like in 20 years, you can look back on and be like, oh, our family had such a great day that day. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I love that. I want people in the photos.
Me too.
But I'm also not great at taking photos. I want to be better at taking photos.
I love taking a photo.
But you were my you're my person taking all my photos. My next one is that appetizers are a great dinner.
Yeah.
Anything that you would take to a party as an appetizer, you could just eat it for dinner. And just have more of it.
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh, it's an appetizer." I'm like, "Yeah, but it could be dinner."
You can just eat it. You just eat more.
I'm eating dip at my house for dinner all the time.
You could just get full off of it.
Yeah. Most of the time they have like some kind of protein.
Yeah.
It's a dinner.
It's dinner.
So if you were in a dinner slump, just look at your appetizers and be like, could we eat this buffalo chicken dip for dinner?
Yeah.
You sure can. Can we make bruschetta and eat it for dinner? Yep, you can.
Yeah.
Just eat it for dinner.
Yeah.
If you love it, it's dinner.
Just eat it for dinner.
That's it on that one.
My next one. Be kind to the customer service reps.
Yeah.
They don't make the freaking rules. When you're being so weird mean to them, that's actually so weird.
Yeah. Also, just be nice to everybody.
Yeah.
Why are we being mean?
But yeah, if they're like, oh, sorry, I can't do that. Like, you don't have to freak out.
Yeah.
Like, you should be like, oh, dang, that stinks. Thanks for trying.
Yeah.
Everyone's...
Yeah.
We should just assume everyone's trying their best. So just be nice to the customer
Just be
service person.
nice.
And everyone. But, like, especially if, like,
Yeah.
they're just doing their job. They're just there to get a paycheck.
The advice from the pod is just be nice.
Yeah. For real.
For real. This one is my last one. And it's that love shown in small ways is better than love shown in grand gestures.
Yeah.
And I think that it's true. I feel
Yeah.
like you can do one really big thing, and that's great.
Yep.
But if you don't show every day in tiny things,
Yeah.
it's not as good.
Oh, dude, you're so right.
And this is not like, it doesn't have to be romantic love.
Yeah.
Obviously, in a marriage or something, that is good.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll just make Mitch a sandwich when I'm making lunch. Not because he asked, not anything. I'll just be like, hey, I made you a sandwich. It's in the fridge if you want it.
Love it.
And sometimes he'll be like, oh, I just, picked up the things and started the laundry. Obviously, that's something that has to be done, but he did it just because.
And to try and make it easier for you.
Yeah. Or he'll, I'm like, Mitch is very easy to let me just like go. And I hadn't have the kids and not complain and not need a million things from me.
Yeah.
And that is like such a big thing.
Yep.
But I mean this for your friends. It's like, I think Kaitlyn's good at this. She's like, I want to know your drink order.
Yep.
Because if I decide I want to get you a little drink, I want to know.
Yeah. And if it changes, let a girl know.
And if someone pops up to your house and they brought your favorite drink,
Yeah.
that's so nice.
It's so nice.
It feels bigger than someone being like, wow, I got you this humongous birthday gift.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I love that. That's nice and kind.
Yeah.
But someone who like shows up and is like, I know that you love this. I thought of you.
Yeah.
Oof.
No,
I think love in little ways is
I'd rather
better.
have that than like one thing a year. And I'm like, cool, now you're just a bad spouse.
Yeah, or it's like, I only acknowledge you on these big, important things.
Yeah.
It's like the little things matter more.
Yeah. I'm with you on that, dude. That's great advice.
So remember people's little things.
Yep.
If they love cheetah print, remember. And if you see something that's cute,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
snap a picture even.
Yes. Yes.
You don't even have to buy the thing. Just be
Anytime
like,
I
this
see
made me
pickle
think of
chips,
you.
gotta send Missy a pic.
Yeah, she's like, do you need pickle chips? And I'm like, I do. And I feel like that is a more sustainable way of loving people than the big things.
Wow, that's really great advice. I have 2 left.
Okay.
I just have a lot to say.
You do have a lot to say.
Learn to enjoy being by yourself.
Yeah. Honestly, it's pretty refreshing now.
I love being by myself.
Ooh, it's so nice.
I am so great to be around by myself. Me and myself is so great.
I love that. That's true.
I just feel like all ages, younger kids, middle schoolers, high schoolers, college girls, people our age, people older than us, if you constantly have to be with someone, it's like, no, dude, just be by your, like, you can, like, don't get me wrong, make the plans, be with the people.
Yeah.
But, like, you should also be good at being by yourself and, like, enjoying the time.
Yeah. I feel like it can feel boring when you're younger.
Yep.
I don't know if this is just an old thing.
Yeah.
But man, being by myself is one of my favorite things in the
I love it so much. I don't even have kids and I love it so much.
Yeah.
But
my kids are always like, don't you want to be with us? And I was like, yeah, I do. I also really like to be by myself.
yes, I like both.
Yeah. I like both. I love quiet and by myself.
Yeah.
And they're like, but I like to be with people. I'm like, that's good too.
Yeah.
But you'll have to learn how to like to just be by yourself. Like,
Yeah. Okay, ready for my last one?
Ready.
Jealousy is just a roadmap of what you actually want.
Okay.
So, like, if you're hating on me because I'm making YouTube videos and you're, like, saying that, I'm assuming you're a little bit jealous and, like, you want to do that too.
Yeah.
Or that maybe you're jealous that someone has the confidence to do it.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
that, like, I'm unbothered doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it may be more as the underlying thing. It's like, not that you make videos, but
Yeah.
it's that you're confident enough to do it, or that you're capable enough to do it, or that you're just going for the thing you want to do and doing it, even if...
yeah. Or if you're like, or if someone's like, oh, that's so weird that they're wearing that. Whether they're jealous that they have that item or that you're jealous that, like, they have the confidence enough to leave the house wearing it.
Doing that thing for them.
It's probably not true with everything, but just, like, keep it in mind. If, like, you're hating on people,
There's something.
there's probably something that, like, you wish you had.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like that's valid, and that's a good place to maybe do a little self-analyzing.
Yep.
And like, if I feel that way about that person, it's probably because that person feels very confident enough to just be like that, or do their thing, or...
Don't get me wrong. I'm sure I have been jealous before and didn't realize underlining things of maybe that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
But there's also been times when I tell my friends, like, oh, I'm so jealous. I wish that was me.
Yeah.
And I was all in one sentence. Said I was jealous and I said I wish that was me. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so I just think that, like, if you are talking about people, like,
There's something that you're jealous of. that you
I'm
wish
going
you-
to assume, I'm gonna assume a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's all. That's all I had.
Yeah.
That
I feel
was
like we gave some solid advice.
kids meals, love languages,
Yeah.
all the things. Whoa.
Jinx.
I feel like that was a really good episode.
Okay, well, we're bonus yapping.
We love a bonus yap.
And we're going to talk about what's in our Amazon saved for laters.
I love that. We could do a whole episode of just that.
Oh, my Amazon saved for later cart is big.
Yes.
It's almost embarrassing.
You watch your things, though. You put it in your cart
do.
to watch.
And if they go on sale, because I've like watched their trends, I will know.
Yeah.
But I put everything in the cart and then I'll just save it for later.
Yep,
And then
me
maybe
too.
I'll never buy it.
Yeah.
But it's going to be in there.
So what is your top save for later item
This
at
one
the
has
moment?
been in my save for laters for almost a year probably.
Whoa.
Because the price is not worth it, but I'm interested.
Okay.
It is the Halle Hair Gem Applicator Pen.
Whoa.
This is, of course, for my little girl who
Okay.
loves to be fancy.
Yes.
It's like a little applicator stick that has like preloaded sticky gems.
Love it.
And you just like push it on and the little button pushes it down and it sticks in their hair.
Cute.
So fun.
So fun.
Guess how much it is for hair gems and an applicator?
I would probably assume what I think the price should be, and it's like $15.
Yeah, this one is $35.
Oh.
And I'm not sure I can justify $35 for hair gems.
Yeah.
But I'm interested.
Yeah.
And I'm going to watch. If it goes to 20, I might buy.
Okay.
Because it's very fun.
Yeah.
But it's just sitting there. And
35 sounds crazy.
I'm just waiting because it looks so easy and fun. They literally just like, and
Love
you got
it.
like fanciness.
Yes, I love that.
Ren would love it.
She would love.
So I'm just going to keep waiting on that, but it's going to stay in my safe for laters.
Okay.
What about you?
Mine is some fun flowy gingham pants.
Oh, fun.
A family friend, Betsy Mikesell, she's like an influencer on Instagram. She was wearing them and shared the link.
Oh, yeah. They're very cute.
And I always assume they're not going to carry my size because I am.
If it's a boutique, we're hosed.
Yeah. So everything normally is like small, medium, large. I clicked 2XL.
I love that.
I said, you're kidding. I'd be thinking about it.
Okay.
And they're only like $19.
Affordable too.
I'm like weird. Like, why didn't I buy that?
It's either depending on the influencer, there's not going to carry my size, or it's going to be very expensive.
Or I'm like, or it might not just fit quite right because it's like Amazon, you know?
Yeah.
But it's there. And now that I'm talking about it, I'm like, maybe I should just buy.
Cute. You do love a gingham.
But they're there. And I really thought they were so cute on Betsy.
Okay. Influence you.
What do you
Things we have purchased.
What are you influencing people?
I'm influencing people to buy a carpet cleaner.
And you just used it.
I just used it. So I bought a carpet cleaner on Black Friday from Target, knowing what I know.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the dog throws up.
Yep.
Sometimes the kids throw up.
Yep.
Sometimes things get spilled. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I've had the tiny machine, like the little green one.
Yeah.
Which is handheld, and it does a decent job, but not amazing.
Yeah.
And so after a bout of the sickness last year, I was like, I'm buying this carpet cleaner.
Love.
And it sat in a box for 6 months.
Whoa.
But this week I took my kids to the drink place and they picked a cute little orange cream soda. And she walked her little bummy over there onto my white carpet and spilled it everywhere. And it was highlighter orange.
Ay.
I did crush out a little. And then I was like, I have a carpet cleaner.
Yeah.
After I've like dabbed at it, tried to Clorox it, nothing. It's bright orange.
Oh, that's scary.
So I get the carpet cleaner out. It's very easy to assemble. Oh. Very easy to use.
Love it.
Wonderful. It did take some passes.
Okay.
But after 15 minutes, my carpet looks fine.
Perfect.
Back to normal.
Oh.
I actually think it's working quite well. I'm like, I need to redo the whole carpet because now you can almost tell where I cleaned and where I didn't clean on the parts that were not spilled upon.
Yes.
But it gets up hair.
Okay.
It gets up dirt. It gets up soda out of your carpet.
Okay.
It did a nice job. It is the Hoover Smart Wash Automatic Carpet Cleaner.
Love it.
It's like the size of a big old vacuum.
Oh.
So it is a little bulky.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be worth it.
Okay.
And it's pretty easy to clean. I got it all cleaned pretty easily.
Love.
So I'm like, if you're someone who's got people who spill stuff, you might need it.
Yeah.
And maybe watch for Black Friday because I think it's like $300.
Okay.
But I'm sure I got it for half price.
Oh, love.
Because I'm not buying it full price. I'm not doing it.
Even better.
Okay, what about you?
Mine's a little weird.
Okay.
But I love it. At Sam's Club, they had these barbecue bins.
Okay.
It's this like plastic and rubber type thing. It comes flat.
Oh, it's a collapsible
bin, and you just push the bottom out.
Yeah.
And you can marinate your meats. And there's like a little plug at the bottom you can unscrew and like let it drain out.
Oh.
You can put your meats in there with the marinade, and it has a lid, and you can put it in your fridge.
Oh, it has a lid too.
It has a lid.
Nice.
And it's collapsible.
Okay.
And then you can take it out. Like I said, unscrew the bottom, let the juices out.
Pretty big?
Yes, it's pretty big.
Okay.
Like,
could I put a turkey in it?
not a big turkey because it's
a little turkey, a little chicken.
Yeah, a little like it could fit like those 2 chickens from Costco.
Oh, okay.
It can fit a bunch of tenders, chicken breasts,
okay,
thighs,
so pretty good size.
Like a bunch. Okay, then you take that little tub out and start grilling and pulling it out of there, and then it washes so easy because it's just like plastic, you know.
Yeah, and silicone. Yeah.
And silicone, yes, and then it's collapsible so that like stores well.
Yeah.
But I bought 2. And I have one. And you know what I use the second one for?
What?
Big fruit salads. Because you know when you cut up a whole watermelon, you don't have a bowl big enough?
Yes.
I put it all in there.
Oh, and you could even drain the juice?
Yep. And I wrote fruit salad on the lid, on the thing, so it doesn't get cross-contaminated. Even though Claw's like, you can wash them.
Yeah.
And I do, but my brain likes it like that.
Yeah. I like that you could drain out all that watermelon juice. You know how when things sit and they
Yep.
fill up with juice at the bottom?
Yeah.
And then it doesn't look good?
But someone's always like, bring fruit salad, and then I get all this fruit to cut up, and then it won't fit in a bowl.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I used one of those barbecue bins. It was like $14.99.
Okay. Very functional kitchen item.
Yes, and we use it all summer.
Okay, I love that.
And, okay, let's say you get 2, but you don't use one for fruit salad.
Yeah.
Take one with the raw meat, and then one for the cooked meat.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I love it.
That's my item. But that's all.
That's it for us.
You can follow us on TikTok or Instagram at the Vibe Providers Pod, and I'm Kaitlyn.
And I'm Missy, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.